There aren't many games that let you speak with the head of Salvador Dali while his famous clocks continue to melt and a giraffe brought to life from a painting stands awkwardly next to you. Not many games, no, but Dali Games' Lucid Dream does just that and more with its, for lack of a better phrase, creepy as shit design, making this point-and-click adventure a game well worth your time. As you might expect from a game with the word dream in the title, Lucid Dream is a tale that explores the unsettling blur between reality and illusion. It's a game singed with a dark fairy tale-esque design that will strike a chord with anyone who watched the likes of Grizzly Tale for Gruesome Kids. Whether it's the moment you're asked by the moon to help remove a satellite from its eye, the land you come across that's home to metallic flowers, or the flying elephant that asks you to kill it. The game throws out some truly bizarre characters and settings that stand out, making it the strongest aspect of Lucid Dream. But the game is far more than a trippy walk through Surreal Street. Lucid Dream is very much a point-and-click adventure. You play as Lucy, who's out to save her mother from a sickness, apparently caused by her grief of her late husband. And in order to save her mum, Lucy will be doing a lot of observing, picking items up, combining them, and solving all kinds of puzzles. The puzzles themselves aren't the calibre that fans of Monkey Island or Broken Sword are used to, and the majority are a series of collecting bits and pieces and combining them, getting a monster to eat the leaves from a branch, then attaching a vine to create a makeshift fishing rod, for example. But there are a handful of brain teasers that will have you bleeding from the head due to prolonged scratching. Take a puzzle a little later in the game. To open a door you need to move 3 parts of that door to make a symbol, and to do that you need to find 4 levers, but the levers are dotted around a part of the room that needs you to teleport, collect them, and then teleport back in a specific order that allows you to take the levers with you. Get it? Well, neither did I, and it's something that will happen with a handful of puzzles that Lucid Dream throws at you. So it's a nice touch that the game works on a time limit. Every time you spend more than 5 minutes on a puzzle, the game will give you a hint token that you can use if you want to. It's an excellent inclusion that makes seeing a frustrating puzzle through to the end a whole lot easier. Though, like so many other point-and-click games, Lucid Dream does have a habit of making you go pixel hunting, a frustrating compromise we tend to make with the genre, and something that will most certainly irritate you when you know how to solve a puzzle, but can't find a bloody rubber strap because it's hanging from a bloody tree that's getting lost behind a bloody dark background. But what about all those colourful characters? How do they fit into the game? Well, during Lucy's adventure to save her mother, she comes across each of these characters, helping them solve problems or taking advice from them. I know it's a bit reductive to compare a game to a film, but the whole series of incidents that unfold throughout Lucid Dream forces comparisons to the stellar Pan's Labyrinth. It's the style of character you encounter that towed the fragile line between friendly, mystical things and being downright unsettling, with big horned demons asking you to make deals or the poor customer service you receive from the ferryman Cheiron. And I should point out that the game's story is nothing to wave away. Anytime a game attempts to handle death as a theme, it's a bit of a gamble, but Lucid Dream does manage to weave a compelling tale, as it focuses not only on the grief that death brings about, but also how that grief can isolate us from those closest to us. It's a gentle handling of such a hefty theme that serves the game well, unravelling Lucy and her mother's grief by wrapping it around the bizarre adventures that Lucy takes, letting it come out in drops rather than... The only thing I would say about the story is that Lucy, who is admittedly a 9-year-old, seems a bit dismissive of all the nonsense going on around her. On several occasions, she's asked to travel to a whole other planet, and every time she's basically saying, "Cool, okay, well adventure, I hope you're ready for Lucy," before charging off. I honestly can't tell if it's sloppy dialogue or if Dali Games have actually solved the riddle of trying to sound like children. Look, if you hear the phrase surreal indie point-and-click game, you'll probably be able to choose a solid 5 or 6 games that are just that. But Lucid Dream is something quite special, mixing an excellent realisation of surreal, challenging puzzles that leave room for help if you need it, and a story that doesn't dance around just how rough the grief process can be. It's a game that you can finish in an afternoon, but what an absolute result of an afternoon that would be. Basically, go and play Lucid Dream, it's really bloody good.